Hello and welcome back to a new adventure with English language. Yes, the long journey, a long trip. Your journey with me, I will be your captain. My hand is on the rudder. And the rudder, escrito ruder con doble D en medio, the rudder is el timón. My hand is on the rudder and I will guide you, I will lead you, I will take you. Hold my hand and I'll take you into the dark forest of the English language full of dangers waiting for students like you. But if you're with me, no problem, amigo. You and me together, we will go through the dark forest and we will reach the other side full of sunlight and sunshine, beautiful fields, rolling hills. Yes, you will become bilingual with me, or at least you'll speak English much better. But you're part of the contract. Firmemos un contrato, eh? Let's sign a contract. My side is to teach the best I know how, to teach the best I can. My side of the contract, se dice mi lado del contrato, mi parte, my side of the contract, my side of the contract is to teach English to the best of my ability, okay? To make a sincere effort, o bien, to make an honest, la H de honest es muda, to make an honest. Por eso, an delante de consonante, ¿no? En este caso, por el consonante, no está ahí en sonido realmente. Honest, to make an honest effort to help you. That's my side of the contract. Your side of the contract, okay, is to study, to pay attention to this program, to watch my program and other programs on Aprende Inglés TV as much as possible. Spend all your days, if possible, watching this, y al final, you will make, in the end, you'll make tremendous progress. Yes, a lot of progress. So, shall we sign the contract together? Okay, very good. All right, I have two people with me whom I think you have met before. I think you know them. Sitting on my left is Maria Jesus. How are you again?
Hello, fine, thank you.
Are you glad to be here?
I am glad to be here.
You have a lot of things on your wrist, and when you move your hands, it makes a lot of noise.
I know.
All right. The next time, Maria Jesus, when you're sitting next to me and I'm introducing the program to the people, these people are watching, I don't want to hear all this noise, okay? So next time, nothing on your wrists, or keep your hands like this.
All right.
Yeah, good morning, how are you? It's a little uncomfortable, but it's okay.
Necesidades del guión.
Yes, exigencias del guión, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, the script.
The
script says, be careful with your jewelry, with your bracelets, your watch, your rings, everything, all right? Ask me if I wear a lot of jewelry.
Do you wear a lot of jewelry?
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Sí, la pronunciación realmente son dos sílabas. Jewelry. Good. Jewelry. Un purista decía, pues, vale, pero nadie lo dice. Jewelry. No, I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I only wear my wedding ring. I don't like jewelry because I don't like things. Ask me how old I was when I started wearing a watch.
How old were you when you started wearing a watch?
I was about 23 when I started wearing a watch. Ask me how old I was when I started wearing a ring.
How old were you when you started wearing a ring?
I was 26 when I started wearing a ring, when I got married. Before that, I wore nothing. I wore clothes, but I didn't wear jewelry. Jewelry. Okay. Ask me if I have ever worn earrings.
Have you ever worn earrings?
Only when I was a little boy in my mother's room when she was not there, taking earrings out. Clip on, not piercing, clip on. And I looked at myself, playing in my mother's things, okay? So, and do you know that man?
Yes, I do.
All right, hello, Jose Felix, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thanks.
Are you glad to be back? Prefiero
Yes.
thank you. Realmente prefiero thank you. Y voy a hablar a la cámara un momento. Can you bring me the camera? Listen. Thanks means gracias, pero es gracias con absoluto tuteo y como si el otro te hubiera hecho algo que es para cubrir el expediente. Thanks. Thank you es cuando quieres agradecer a la persona, de verdad. Ante la duda, siempre thank you. Ahora, con nativos vais a oír thanks muchas veces, pero se dice muy rápido y de paso. Vale, thanks. Y luego sigues andando. Okay, but thank you. Are you glad to be here?
Yes, I am glad to be here. Thank you very much. I'm very interested in learning English.
All right, lo tenía preparado. Here's the zoo. Okay. He practiced it. Did you memorize that?
I
Yes?
try to do.
All right, good. Now, let's talk about our friend. The other day we were talking about a friend I have who lives in Shanghai. Ask me what the population of Shanghai is.
What is the population of Shanghai?
The population of Shanghai is 16 million.
Is it?
Yes, 15 million permanent people and 1 million transient people. Now, tell Jose Felix to ask me what the name of my friend is.
Ask him what is the name of his friend. What's the name of his friend? What the name of his friend is.
Ahí está. Okay, listen to how, escuche cómo lo he formulado yo. Tell him to ask me what the name of my friend is. What, no what's. Tell him to ask me what the name of my friend is. El verbo va al final cuando son instrucciones, porque no es una pregunta. Tell him to ask me what the name of my friend is. Okay?
Ask him what the name of his friend is.
Good.
What's the name of your friend?
Okay, his name is Li Tong. Okay? Tell him to ask me where he lives.
Ask him where he lives.
Where does he live?
He lives in an apartment in Shanghai. Ask him, tell him to ask me if he lives near the port.
Ask him if he lives near the port.
Does he live near the port?
No, he doesn't. Tell him to ask me how far he lives from the port.
Ask him
How
how
far?
far he lives from the port.
How far does he live to the port?
To the port? No. Repeat.
From.
How far does he live from the port?
From the port. He lives about 7 miles, let's say about 12, 13 kilometers from the port. Tell him to ask me if he works near the port.
Ask him if he works near the port.
Does he work near the port?
Yes, he does. Tell him to ask me how he goes to work every day.
Ask him how he goes to work every day.
How does he go to work every day?
He rides his bicycle. Tell him to ask me how long it takes him to go to work on his bike.
Ask him how long it takes him to go to his work.
No, to go to work.
To go to work by
On his-
his bike.
Good. Ir al trabajo es siempre to go to work. Nunca se dice go to my work, go to his work, to go to your work. Nunca. To go to work. Ir al trabajo. Okay.
How long does it take him to go to work?
It takes him it takes him an hour. Virtually an hour to go to work every day. And tell him to ask me what time he starts work.
Ask him what time he starts work.
At what time does he start work?
Perfecto, pero quítame el at al principio. What time?
What time does he start work?
He starts work at 6 o'clock in the morning. At what time? Perfecto, pero no se dice. What time?
Okay.
What time? Luego, cuando respondes, sí dices at. At 6 o'clock. He starts work at 6 o'clock. Tell him to ask me what time he leaves home in the morning.
Ask him what time he leaves home in the morning.
What time does he leave home in the morning?
He leaves home at 5. All right. And tell him to ask me if his wife is up when he leaves home.
Ask him if his wife is up when he leaves home.
Is his wife up when he leaves home?
Yes, she is. Tell him to ask me if she goes back to bed after he leaves home.
Ask him if she goes back to bed when he leaves home.
Does he go back?
He, no, she, the wife.
I'm sorry. You are referring to his wife.
Hombre. To
Does-
go back to bed after he leaves home, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife gets up. His wife is up. Lee leaves home at 5 o'clock because he starts work at 6. It takes him an hour, almost an hour, to go to work because he crosses Shanghai. He lives in the interior. The factory where he works is next to the port. And so it takes him a long time to go. He starts at 6 o'clock, so he needs to leave home at 5. And he goes on his bicycle to work. No, se dice to his work, to work. Now, his wife is up when he leaves home. Now, ask me if she goes back to bed after he leaves home.
Does he?
No,
does
she.
Does she go back home?
No, escucha. Ask me if his wife goes back to bed after he leaves home, after her husband leaves home. No estás oyendo he, she. Estás confundiendo personas. Lee is the name of this person. He leaves home at 5 o'clock. And when he leaves home, his wife is up.
Yeah.
She's not in bed.
Yeah.
She gets up to say goodbye and other things. Ask me if she goes back to bed after he leaves home? Okay?
Does she go back bed
To bed.
to bed?
Always go to bed, go to bed, go to
Go
bed,
to
go to
bed.
bed, go back to
Okay.
bed. Ask me if she goes back to bed after he leaves home.
Does he go back to bed after he leaves home?
No, she doesn't. Tell him to ask me what she does after her husband leaves home.
Ask him what she does after her husband leaves home.
Leaves.
Leaves.
Eso.
What does she do after her husband leaves home?
She cleans the house. All right. Tell him to ask me how long it takes her to clean the house.
Ask him how long it takes her to clean the house.
How long does it take her to clean the house?
Well, it takes her about an hour and a half to 2 hours to clean the house. Tell him to ask me why it takes her so long.
Ask him why it takes her so long.
What does
Why?
it take? Why? Sorry. Why does it take her so long?
Because she's very thorough. She's very thorough.
What does it mean?
Thorough. What does thorough mean? Repeat. What does?
What does thorough mean?
Sí, no puedes decir aquí what does it mean porque no sé a qué te refieres. Tienes que decir what does that mean. ¿Qué significa eso que acabas de decir? No qué significa, porque no sé a qué palabra te refieres de mi frase. She is very thorough. She is very thorough. Thorough means conscientious. You understand?
Yes.
Thorough. Ask me how to spell it.
How to spell it? How is the spelling?
Ask me how to spell it. How do you?
How do you spell it?
Siempre la pregunta es así. How is the spelling? No se dice en inglés. Es incorrecto. How do you spell it?
How do you spell it?
All right. Siempre es así. How do you spell it? How do you spell through? A través de. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Entonces, entre la TH insertas una O antes de la R. Thorough.
Okay.
Thorough. And thorough means concienzudo, esmerado, de un completo, muy bien hecho. Thorough. Okay? So, she's very thorough. Tell him to ask me if she sweeps the floor.
Ask him if she sweeps the floor.
Does she sweep the floor?
Sweep? No, sweep.
Does she sweep?
Sweep.
Does she
Sweep.
sweep the
No,
floor?
escucha, es la S inglesa. Susana está asustada.
Susana está
Sweep,
asustada.
sweep. Susana sweep.
Susana sweep.
Good. Ahí está.
Susana sweep.
Sweep. Does she sweep?
Does she sweep?
No, ahora es cambiado otra vez.
Yeah.
Does she sweep? Sweep. La punta de la lengua se coloca justo, casi tocando los dientes frontales atrás, pero todavía en donde la encía, ese techo de encía ahí. Susana está asustada. Okay?
Does she sweep the
Sweep the floor. Excuse me, what? I don't remember the question. Does she sweep the
Does
floor?
she
Yes,
sweep the
she
floor?
sweeps the floor. Okay. Tell him to ask me what she uses to sweep the floor.
Ask him what she uses to sweep the floor.
Tú también, ¿eh? Tú no te libras. Sweep.
Sweep.
Eso, the floor.
What does she sweep the? What does she use to sweep the floor?
Dios. All right, she uses a broom. Okay, that's what a broom is for. A broom has 2 functions. Well, 3 functions. 4.
Oh.
Yeah. You can use a broom to sweep the floor. You can use a broom to kill a mouse. All right. She can use a broom to hit her husband. And a witch can use a broom to travel, to fly.
Yeah.
So there are 4 possible uses, but the most common is to sweep the floor. Okay, so Lee's wife uses a broom to sweep the floor. And tell him to ask me if she sweeps the floor in every room.
Ask him if she sweeps the floor in every room.
Does she sweep the floor?
Sweep, Dios mío, sweep.
I'm going to do right now to it correct. Does she sweep the
The
floor?
floor.
At
Every room?
every room?
Yes, she sweeps every room. Tell him to ask me how many rooms there are in their house.
Ask him how many rooms there are in their house.
Their? ¿Qué es?
Their house.
In their house.
How many rooms are there in their house?
Their house. There. Repeat, there.
There.
Su de ellos es there. ¿Cómo se dice allí?
There.
¿Cómo se dice allí?
There.
There. Su libro de ellos está allí. Their book is there.
Their book is there.
Or over there. Their book is over there. Okay?
Okay.
There, no there. Okay. How many rooms? There are only 3 rooms. A living room? No, 4 rooms, I'm sorry. A living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and a bedroom. Okay? Okay, now tell them to ask me how many children they have.
Ask him how many children they have.
How many children do they have?
They have 1 child, a girl, 10 years old, their daughter. Tell them to ask me where she sleeps.
Ask him where she sleeps.
Where does she sleep?
Sleep, sleep, sweep,
Sleep.
sleep,
Where does she sleep?
sleep. She sleeps in the living room. All right. Tell him to ask me if she sleeps on the couch.
Ask him if she sleeps in the
On.
on the couch.
Does she sleep on the couch?
Couch.
Does she sleep on the couch?
Yes and no. She doesn't sleep on the couch, but the couch is a fold-out couch. To fold is plegar o doblar. Y un sofá cama is a fold, porque lo vas desplegando, literalmente. Fold out couch. We don't call it a fold in bed. We get a fold in bed, but we don't say a fold in bed. We say a fold out couch. And so the daughter sleeps there in the living room.
Yeah.
Okay? And tell him to ask me what time the daughter gets up.
Ask him what time their daughter gets up.
What time does the daughter get up?
Does their daughter get up? She gets up at 5 o'clock, like her. Well, she gets up when her father leaves. Her father says goodbye to her, and she wakes up at that point. And tell him to ask me if she helps her mother clean the house.
Ask him if she helps her mother clean the house.
Her mother? No, her mother.
Her mother clean the house.
Does she help her mother cleaning the house?
Clean.
I'm sorry. Does she help her mother clean the house?
Yes. Hay 2 formas aquí, ambas correctas. Does she help her mother clean the house? Does she help her mother to clean the house? Both are correct, but not cleaning.
Why
All
not?
right. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. I don't know. Okay. Porque se dice en español yo fui en vez de yo fue.
There's no reason.
All right. Porque es
It's
así.
so- yeah.
It's like that. It's so no. That's the way it is, or it's like that.
Okay.
It's like that. C'est ça. Okay, así es. It's like that. Yes, she helps her mother clean the house. All right. And tell him to ask me if the mother mops the floor after sweeping it.
Ask him if the mother mops the floor if after sweeping it.
Good. All right, one more time.
Ask him if the mother mops the floor after sweeping it.
Does the mother mop the floor after sweeping it?
Endulzándolo.
No,
or
sorry.
sweeping it.
I'm sorry, sweeping it.
All right, yes, she mops the floor after sweeping it. And tell him to ask me what else she does to clean the house.
Ask him what else she does to clean the house.
What else does she do to clean the house?
She dusts the furniture. Do you understand?
Yes.
She dusts the furniture. Tell him to ask me what she uses to dust the furniture.
Ask him what she uses to do.
To dust.
To dust the furniture.
What does she do to dust the furniture?
Es curioso, porque en inglés to dust es quitar el polvo. Dust es polvo, pero to dust, como verbo, es quitar el polvo. She uses a duster to dust the furniture. What do you call a duster in Spanish? Limpia polvos.
No. Plumero.
Un plumero. Se te ve el plumero. I can see your duster. Yo creía que eso venía de plumaje. Veo tu plumaje, el color
yes,
de tus plumas.
probably it comes from
Se te
that
ve el plumero.
expression, but
All right.
plumero is what you use.
To dust.
Yeah, to dust.
Ask me if I like to dust the house.
Do you like to dust the house?
Yes, it's very easy. It's very easy. Ask me if I like to sweep the floor.
Do you like to sweep the floor?
Yes, I do. Ask me if I like to mop the floor.
Do you like to mop the floor?
Yes, I do. Ask me if I like to wash the dishes.
Do you like to wash the dishes?
Yes, I do. Ask me if I like to iron the clothes.
Do you like to iron the clothes?
I don't know.
Iron.
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 Okay. Voy a hablar al público un momento. Okay, can you bring me the camera? La palabra hierro o también plancha, una plancha con que planchas la ropa, o el verbo planchar, todos son la palabra iron escrito, pero la pronunciación, ojo, es muy distinto. Iron. Iron. Imaginad que decís yo gano dinero. I earn money. I earn. Acentuando I, juntas las dos palabras como si fuera una. Y dices I earn, acentuando mucho I. Iron. All right? That's hierro. They're iron. Caminos de hierro en el norte de España. Iron roads in the north of Spain. The railroads. Iron. And planchar is to iron. Ask me if I like to iron clothes.
Do you like to iron clothes?
Iron.
Iron.
Yes, I do. Ask me if I like to do everything at home.
Do you like to do everything in home?
At home.
At home.
Not everything. Ask me if there's anything I don't like to do.
Is there anything you don't like to do?
Yes, there is. There are two things. Ask
Yeah.
me what two things I don't like to do.
What two things you don't like to do?
¿Y por qué el verbo auxiliar después?
What two things
Don't
you
you?
don't? What don't you like to do?
Good. One more time.
What two things don't you like to do?
¿Qué dos cosas se dice en inglés? Dice, ¿cuáles son las dos cosas? I don't like to clean the bathtub. You understand?
Yes.
Too much work. It's physical work. And I don't like to make beds. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to make beds, but I love to iron. Ask me why I like to iron.
Why do you like to iron?
Because I think about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice, monotonous activity that allows you to think. Ask me if I have ever burned a shirt.
Have you ever burned a shirt?
Never. I don't burn shirts, never. All right? Ask me if I have ever cleaned a bathtub.
Have you ever cleaned a bathtub?
Yes, I have. Ask me when the last time was I cleaned a bathtub.
When was the last time you cleaned a bathtub?
Probably 30 years ago. It's been a long time. No, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember. Yeah, I have. When was the last time you cleaned a bathtub?
A long time ago as well.
All right. Okay. Now, do
But
you have,
not 30 years ago.
not 30 years ago. All right, well, tell Jose Felix to ask me when the last time was I spoke to Li Tong.
Ask him when was the last time he spoke to Li Ton.
When was the last time you spoke to Liton?
I spoke to him about 3 days ago. All right. Tell him to ask me if I spoke to him in English.
Ask him if he spoke to him in English.
Does he speak with you?
No, me. Yo soy el sujeto ahora.
Do you speak to him in English?
But no, it's just 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry. Did you speak to him in English?
Yes, I did. Tell him to ask me if I don't know Chinese. And Li Tong doesn't speak Spanish. You understand?
Yeah.
Or French. So the only language, the only common language we have is English. Tell him to ask me if Li speaks well.
Ask him if Li speaks well.
Does Lee speak well?
Not bad. He speaks quite well. Ask him if Li spoke English well 3 years ago.
Ask him if Li spoke English well 3 years ago.
Does Lee,
3 years ago.
Does
3 years ago, Jose Felix.
did Lee speak English 3 years ago as well as today?
No, he didn't. Tell him to ask me how well he spoke English 3 years ago.
Ask him how well he spoke English 3 years ago.
How well did Lee speak English 3 years ago?
He didn't speak English at all. He didn't speak English at all. He didn't even know how to say yes and no.
Really?
All right? Yeah. But he speaks quite well today. Yes, and he uses English often.
Is he very clever?
I think he's clever, no me gusta la palabra. ¿Eh? Is he very intelligent? Clever significa astuto en inglés, más que listo en el sentido de inteligente. Listo, la palabra listo en español creo que es más bien como inteligencia nata, o sea, de normal, natural que uno puede tener. Clever en English es el adjetivo que más se aplica al zorro. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like astuto.
Sí, es astucia. Clever, pero clever es una astucia no mala. Es una astucia que un poco de jocosa y dice, cuidado con él. He's very clever.
And
You
sharp?
understand? Sharp es agudo, eso sí. Sharp es espabilado, eso sí. He's very sharp. Yeah, Lee's very sharp. And he's clever too, but I prefer to say he's sharp. But we'll come back in just a few minutes and continue talking about Li Tong because these people want to take a break. And I want to take a break. I'm tired. I need to rest for 4 or 5 minutes. But that doesn't mean you can leave. You have my permission to leave for just a few minutes, but I want you back. I want you back in 5 minutes. Al pie de cañón, como yo. All right, so we'll be back in just a few minutes. Take care.